What is Article 99? And why has the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres written a letter to the Security Council invoking this lesser mentioned UN article? Well, this is the UN Secretary General's equivalent of pushing the panic button. Article 99 is where the Secretary General can call for a meeting of the Security Council and push them for a resolution on a pertinent and pressing matter which he considers, in his opinion, may threaten the maintenance of international peace and security. And he's doing this over Israel's relentless bombardment of Gaza.
Yes, well, we have received through diplomatic sources a copy of a letter that the Secretary General has submitted to the Security Council invoking Article 99. This is the Secretary General's equivalent of pushing the panic button. Article 99 in the UN Charter gives him the authority to call for a Security Council meeting for any topic that he views as a threat to international peace and security. It doesn't have to be on the agenda. It doesn't have to be called by a council member. And he is doing so over the situation in Gaza.
In his letter to the Security Council, he says, "I am writing under Article 99 of the United Nations Charter to bring to the attention of the Security Council a matter in which my opinion may aggravate existing threat to the maintenance of international peace and security." He goes on to say, "More than 8 weeks of hostilities in Gaza and Israel have created appalling human suffering, physical destruction and collective trauma across Israel and the occupied Palestinian territories." Occupied Palestinian territories. Amid constant bombardment by the Israeli Defense Forces and without shelter or essentials to survive, I expect public order to completely break down. I have the full letter on the Radio Apocalypse Facebook page and you can see the link below. So what does this actually mean? Well, as I said, it is the panic button that the Secretary General can push when a crisis has reached such a level that it could destabilise global security. I think those that consider the situation in Palestine not important to them as it does not affect their daily lives best turn their phlegmatic heads around and start caring. The Western leaders that are standing with the occupiers of Palestine, allowing them to maim and orphan thousands of children with impunity, are well and truly on the wrong side of history. And those not truly caring about it are leaving themselves open to also be considered on the wrong side of history. At least the Secretary General is doing something, albeit a last-ditch attempt to shake the Security Council into taking appropriate action. Now, when the meeting invoked by Article 99 takes place and we all hear the beautifully crafted diplomatic language pleading for the sake of humanity to force Israel into a ceasefire, all eyes will be on America and the UK. These two permanent members of the Security Council could veto any resolution, stopping it in its tracks. However, they will be diplomatically ignorant to consider they can do this without consequences. Domestically, both countries are about to enter into an election year, and both leaders will be destroyed at the polls if they don't do what is right. The Tories are gone in the UK anyway, but Keir Starmer, the alleged Prime Minister-in-waiting, best to prick up his ears and start changing his stance on the occupation of Palestine. If the USA or the UK do decide to veto any resolution from this meeting, I truly hope the world will decide to take some sort of collective action. The one thing that would hurt the US greatly would be for Saudi Arabia to stop using the dollar to trade its oil in. For China, it is to do the same. In fact, Saudi Arabia and China already have a currency swap agreement, and all it would take is a brief negotiation to make a collective trade deal to no longer use the dollar for oil. Some may say that the House of Saud are America's poodles, and they would probably be right. However, the Sauds are also very corrupt, and they will do anything to maintain their hegemony and that could mean jumping into bed even more so with the BRICS nations, trading in any other currency than the dollar. There are numerous other economic factors the world could project collectively to punish any veto that would maintain the slaughter of Palestinians by their occupiers, ones which I will not go into in this video. But needless to say, Article 99 is opening the door for America and the UK to do the right thing by humanity, to stop being party to the bloodshed by proxy. If they don't do the right thing, then the leaders of these nations will firmly have nailed their colours to the mast of the wrong side of history.